Welcome to Westward Seafood's pre-employment presentation. Westward Seafoods has been a premier provider of Alaska's finest seafood since 1991. Here at Westward, we have two main goals: establishing and maintaining a safe work environment and delivering a quality product as quickly and efficiently as possible.
Welcome. I'm Mark Johansson, president of Westward Seafoods and Alyeska Seafoods. Thank you for coming to listen to our presentation about opportunities in our business and in our fishing industry. I hope you find what we have to say interesting. My own story was starting off at Westward Seafoods as a temporary seasonal employee, and 21 years later I became president of the company. I worked hard and was able to see opportunities here, and I hope that you, like me, can experience that kind of career growth and development.
In order to be considered for employment, candidates must meet Westward Seafood's 9 basic hiring requirements. The first requirement is you must be at least 18 years old to work here. The second, you must have an understanding of the English language. In order to safely do your job, you must be able to understand and read these directions. Third, you must pass a pre-employment physical, drug screen, and background check. The physical and drug screen will be taken care of today after your interviews. You also must have the ability to work and live in a multicultural environment. Have good physical and mental stamina, along with the ability to lift at least 50 pounds repetitively. Some job assignments are repetitive, some are in cold and wet locations, and some will require lifting 50-pound boxes every 10 seconds. You must be able to provide proper I-9 documentation authorizing your work status within the United States. This is a requirement for all employees being hired. You must have the ability to pay attention and follow directions. You will receive direction from different supervisors and leads from all different departments. The instructions they give you help us to meet our goals of safety and delivering quality products. Finally, you must have prompt and regular attendance. Westward has a strict attendance policy. 3 unexcused absences or being late will result in termination. You will be assigned one of 2 shifts to work on, AM or PM. Each shift is scheduled from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. You will receive 2 paid 15-minute breaks along with a 30-minute lunch. You are scheduled this shift 7 days a week. Each shift is scheduled for 12 hours of work. However, due to production needs, your shift could extend up to 18 hours. Based on production needs, mandatory overtime can be issued. You could be picked at random to stay past your regular scheduled shift. If you are selected for mandatory overtime, you will be required to stay until your shift is over. Your supervisors could also come to you before the shift starts and ask for volunteers. Keep in mind, however, that if you volunteer, you have to stay for your entire shift. You cannot change your mind after. In contrast, if there is no fish coming into the dock, there will be no work that day. These are what you are to consider as your days off. We do not schedule days off. It could be anywhere from 5 to 10, even 20 days before something like this happens. As far as what you will be depositing, Westward Seafoods pays all of its newly hired processors Alaska State's minimum wage. In the state of Alaska, anything you work over 8 hours a day is considered overtime. Overtime is paid at 1.5 times your base wage. Raises are based off your evaluations and your performance during the season. They are then applied to the next season you return. Your evaluations are conducted at season end. All of the hours that you put in, including overtime, count towards Westward Seafoods' employment agreement. This contract is signed by all employees before being hired. The agreement states that you will work 1,500 hours per season. If you complete this contract, Westward will pay for both your flight to and from Dutch Harbor. That 1,500 hours is not a guarantee. Most employees will be laid off before 1,500 hours is achieved. If you are laid off before completing the agreement, we will still provide you with a plane ticket home. Take note, there is a difference between being laid off and being fired. Being fired is not a qualifying event to provide transportation back to Seattle. In the unfortunate event of employment termination, voluntary or not, you will have 1 hour to leave Westward property and will have to spend your hard-earned money getting home. It is very important that you finish your employment agreement.
On average, you're working 12 hours a day. Then they give you overtime, and then it's like another 18 hours a day. So I'm going on to my 3rd day of 18 hours.
Working here in Alaska is very hard. Work 12 hours, 16, 18 hours.
The hardest part is working 18s back to back.
A week of 18 hours. And for me, I think that's the hardest part.
During your employment with us, all of your on-site housing expenses will cost you just $15 per day. This includes your rent and utilities. Everything else you earn is yours to keep. Employees are offered 4 meals a day. Meals are included in your $15 per day rent. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner are served along with an extra meal at midnight for those working on the night shift. Westward Seafoods also provides a laundry service at no cost to its employees. You will be assigned a specific laundry day, and before your shift, you can drop off your laundry. When your shift is over, it will be clean, folded, and ready for pickup. All your personal protective equipment is issued to you also at no cost. This includes hard hats, bump caps, rain gear, gloves, eye and ear protection, as well as your boots. This will be issued to you during your safety orientation. All processors are also eligible to participate in our medical benefit program. For any questions about the medical benefit program, please contact HR. Along with these benefits, Westward gives each of its employees memberships to the local library and the PCR. The PCR is a recreational facility complete with a weight room, indoor pool, and a lounge area. Here is another plus for working with Westward Seafoods. The reason that we recruit only processors each season is because we hire for other positions from within. If a job is open, we're going to look for someone at the plant to fill the job first. Probably about 90% or more of our workers started as a processor and worked their way up to other jobs.
Hi, my name is Gregorio Madrigal. I'm an HR specialist too, and I started as a processor back in May of 2009. Became a processor, then I became a loading dock cold storage forklift driver, then headed to my way up to HRPR specialist.
Oh, my name is Jose Silva. I am, surimi supervisor. I am here on Westward since 1992. The first time that I came in here, I thought I just come for one season, but I'm here.
Hi, my name is Binali San Agustin. I started working on Westward since February 1st, 2001. I became a processor, and then like 6 years I applied for QC, and then right now I just take a lead like 3 years ago.
Essentially, your responsibility is to work and make money. We take care of the rest. At the end of this presentation, interviews will be conducted. Once you have successfully completed the interview, you will be sent over and given a physical evaluation. Because Unalaska is so remote, we want to make sure that you are physically fit and capable to meet our job requirements. Because the closest hospital and trauma center is all the way back in Anchorage, which is over 800 miles away, we want to make sure that you are healthy and that we're not putting anyone at risk. The physical process also includes a drug screen and a background check. You must pass all 4 steps today to be considered for hire. You will also have to pass another drug screen when you get to Unalaska. If you fail, you will be sent home. Now that you've been given the requirements for hire, all that is left is for you to make the decision if this is right for you. Thank you, and good luck with your interviews.